Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my thoughts on Ash Wednesday 2026. This is my video where I talk about my thoughts and my feelings about not only today, Ash Wednesday of course 2026, but also my thoughts going into Lent this year. If you're new to the channel, I do a video like this every time a video on normal creative engineering or other gaming video would land on a day or that's considered to be sacred and holy, like Ash Wednesday. Also, I do videos on days where I might do where I would normally do a blog post, like Good Friday. So there'll be a thoughts video coming up in about, I'd say, 44 days from today. About that one, so that'll be the next one. But between then and now, there's quite a few. There's about 7 weeks, so that's a little bit over 6 weeks, to be honest. So something to think about. But yeah, one thing I want to make clear is that for what I'm going to be giving up for Lent this year, I'm not going to be taking off Sundays for. No, it's going to be a full, hard 40-day fast. I mean, there's, 46 days to be actual, because Jesus, who spent 40 days in the wilderness, didn't take a rest day every 7th day. No. Or even the first day of the week he didn't take off. No. He spent the entire 40 days fasting in the wilderness before he was tempted. He used that time to strengthen his relationship with God. And to be honest, I believe it's important that we need to approach Lent in a similar manner. And my thing I'm giving up for Lent this year is dining out completely. And by that I mean, by giving up dining out, I mean things that stay accessible for me are places where you're not expected to stay in and eat, like grocery stores, convenience stores, delis, bakeries. Any place where you're not expected to stay in and eat a meal, that'll be still okay for me to buy something from to eat. But restaurants, fast food places, taco joints, ice cream parlors, things where you're expected to stay and eat, at least unless you're taking it to dine out, or even if you're expected to take it to dine out and not eat there. But if it's offering a meal that you can eat either there or at home, I won't be buying it from a place like that, like if it's their primary purpose. Like, just for the last 3 years, I've had a complete, let's say like it's a traffic light signal. A green light, like I said, would be a place like Safeway, a grocery store, or Cobb's Bakery. Those are always accessible to me. Yellow light the yellow light would be someplace like McDonald's or Arby's or Harvey's or Tim Hortons. Those are places that during Lent this year I won't be able to access. And red light is places I always say no to. And that's places I always say no to are places where the alcohol is the primary substance that is served in that building. So bars, pubs, any place, alcohol stores, any place like that, I've permanently barred myself from going to. That's a huge level of self-control for me, and it shows that yes, I can do this dining out thing. Plus, it's actually going to be a bit longer, since the last dining out meal I had was after Mass on Saturday evening, so I didn't have dining out yesterday or today, and I won't be dining out tomorrow, even though, I'm recording this on Monday, so So yeah, you can see why I'm saying that I won't be dining out tomorrow, because for me, tomorrow is still Tuesday, even though this video is going live on Ash Wednesday. Hopefully you understood that. But basically, I'm going for about, instead of just 46 days, I'm going longer, like 49 days without dining out. So it's a bit longer for me, but especially it's sort of hard for me because my birthday falls on the first Saturday of Lent. So it's like a huge sacrifice for me, but I guess I could still go to Safeway and pick up stuff for a birthday meal and a birthday cake and still be able to celebrate my birthday. Just can't buy, say, an ice cream cake from, say, Dairy Queen. Instead, I gotta pick up the ice cream cakes from, say, Safeway instead. But I'm gonna be using that time that I would be spending sitting in a restaurant dining out, spending it as I walk home from mass every week, thinking about what can I do to improve? How can I gain more closeness to God? What can I do to improve my walk with Jesus every day? Because that's what Lent's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be how we can prepare ourselves for Jesus' return, for the events of the Triduum, which is Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday. That's the sacred Triduum of the Christian Church. And Advent, I completely screwed up Advent this past Christmas because I didn't think about that stuff, and I just continued to act like God doesn't matter and I don't need His help. Which, to be honest, if you think about it, is completely wrong. It's not polite, and something that, honestly, I feel I need to work on. I really need to be able to show God. I feel I want to improve and become the man that God wants me to be, rather than the man that I currently am. So I've done stuff to make it to put guardrails in my life, like installing filters and basically a lot of stuff like that. I won't bore you with the technical details, but basically, I've chosen to try and live a more holy and sanctified life. It might be not the life that the world sees as good, but it's a life that God sees as good, and frankly, as far as I care, it's going to be better for me. It's going to be more healthier for me in the long run. It might be painful for me right now, but in the long run, I can see myself growing, not only spiritually, but emotionally as well. And personally, I can see myself growing. If by doing this, by working on getting rid of this bad habit, not only during Lent, of course, but right now, like before Lent begins, like I said, I'm recording this on Monday. The importance of, like I said, Lent's a time for you to take a look at yourself and get your heart ready for Easter, especially Ash Wednesday, where we're reminded that ash we are and ash we will become when we die. We were made from the ground, from the dust of the earth into the air, back to the dust of the earth we will become. That's something that really we need to think about. Is the life that we're building, is it something that's building something that's for eternity, or are we building something right now that's only good for as long as we're alive? I mean, there's a famous song that says, you can't take it with you when you go. So, that really should make us think about it and ask ourselves, are we building for eternity? Or are we just building for right here now? For the temporary fame? I mean, fame isn't eternal. I mean, can we name any winning athletes from the ancient Olympics? I don't think we can. I mean, maybe we can. A few of them, but most of them, we don't know their names. Just like just like many people from the past tried to leave monuments themselves that got broken down over time, or their names got lost. We don't know those people, but because they didn't build for eternity with God, well, let's just say they aren't in a good place right now. And that's why that's why I'm trying to follow God more deeply. And I'm going to be using this Lent to try and increase that and make myself stronger for Him, because I truly believe that God is asking me to do this, to say, you can do this, you can be better. I don't know about you, but I don't want to make God feel bad, make God feel like I'm someone who said no to Him. I want to be someone who said, yes, God, I will obey. And that's really all I've got for this video on my thoughts on Ash Wednesday and Lent. Like I said, I'm going to be giving you a dining out, and I explained how that works earlier, so I'll let you know how it goes in my blog, so stay tuned to that. The link, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble, it will be in the description, so check it out. And of course, if you'd like to support me and my journey, please also consider checking me out on my blog, or of course, liking the video on both YouTube or Rumble. On YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. On Rumble, please consider following it. And of course, on both, please share it with others so others can see this message. And well, I'll talk to you guys again sometime. But for this year, and I hope that you have a blessed Ash Wednesday and a happy and a good Lent, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!